Lego games are kind of gas and fill me with childlike whimsy. And with me just finishing the platinum for Horizon Zero Dawn, what perfect timing for this bad boy to come out. Now you're saying, Vaqr Gaming, what are you doing platinuming this baby game? This is not impressive and cool. And what? It's only got 24 trophies. It's hardly even a challenge. Okay, Herd, I'm listening, but now let me show you this. Now, maybe you're a non-believer like I once was, because at the start of this platinum trophy journey, I posed the question, how hard could a Lego game be on the hardest difficulty? I'm barely breathing right now. Oh my God, I got a quarter of a heart. Ah! No, 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 no. It does how much damage? But to see how we got there, we have to start at the beginning by completing the prologue for the trophy Too Early to Celebrate. The story somewhat stays the same. Aloy is still cast off since she doesn't have a mother, because remember, that is her fault. And Rost is still raising and training us. The whole prologue serves as a tutorial showing us the basic mechanics. I thought it was super cool that we actually got to use our focus to reveal weak points on the machines and had to stand in certain places to hit them. Did not expect this kind of combat from a Lego game, I'm not gonna lie. Then I come across the first enemy on the hardest difficulty, the Broadhead, and it was frightening. Yeah, you dumbass. Yeah, your ass. Easy. As we approach Mother's Heart, we see the cultists have kidnapped tons of villagers, including Tirsa, the village leader, concluding our prologue. Huh? Who could have seen this coming? The cultists have destroyed Mother's Heart and kidnapped Nora on the day I was supposed to find out about my mother? What? Anyways, the whole first chapter is us saving everyone who's been kidnapped from Mother's Heart, and finishing the first level would get me the first golden brick, popping this trophy. The trophy Flathead would require me to find and complete the first tall neck. Just like in Horizon Zero Dawn, I was running alongside it, fighting enemies, and scaling buildings until I could find my way to the top. Trophy Almost a Warrior requires me to unlock Vaqr. He wanted to do the saving originally, but now he needs to be saved. Up until this point, I haven't shown you too much combat because, well, it hasn't really been that hard. Actually, I've rarely gotten hit, and if I have, it was no big deal. But then I got introduced to the Watcher, which is technically the easiest machine to fight in the original game. Oh, that's not what Watchers do. This is not what Watchers do. This is not my Horizon video game. Since when do Watchers have heat-seeking lasers? Mother of God. So if you're paying attention right there, you'll notice that half of my HP is gone. Ah, no big deal.
Getting low on health.
What? I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Fuck you, you little piece of shit. We did save Vaqr after all. At this point, I've almost completed the first chapter to get the trophy out of the woods, but there was just one tiny little problem in my way. It does how much damage? Where's the health? Oh, I didn't know I had to jump. Yeah, this boss fight was no joke. I think it's the first time I truly experienced stress during this difficulty. I locked in for this. It took me 3 minutes to fight this boss, and I think I blinked a total of 3 times. Let's go! Got the Corruptor, baby. And we got that gold brick, baby. We're bricked up out of the woods. A couple important things to note about the hub world that is Mother's Heart. Number 1 being, fuck yeah, I love a hub world. Video games give me more of this shit. I yearn for the hub worlds. Number 2, with the completion of chapter 1, I've unlocked several important things that are tied to trophies. Primarily the Tailor building, character upgrades, and community jobs board. Mother's Heart will help me get 6 of the 24 trophies down the line, so I'll be chipping away at these trophies throughout the playthrough. We are gonna need a shit ton of studs. The easiest one to pop from these was top grade for obtaining 10 upgrades. Chapter 2 has now started, and I'm tasked with finding one of the 3 metal flowers that, when put together, will form into a weapon to save the world by destroying the buried shadow. But when we find it, so does a Thunderjaw, and it swallows the thing whole. So now we have to go around building signal towers to help locate the Thunderjaw so we can get the metal flower back. Soon after, Tirsa joins us as a playable character, and as I progress through the levels, putting up 2 signal towers so far, we meet Aaron, and he joins us as well, getting the trophy together at last. So far, so good. Nothing super challenging has happened yet in chapter 2. I'm getting hit more often for sure, but I do manage to stay alive during a majority of attacks. Before chapter 2 finishes, we have to find and complete our first cauldron for the trophy factory setting. Okay, that's fucked up. I literally just got here, you stupid little shit. And I wonder if, like, I literally immediately died. Okay. In my defense, the Watchers went from the easiest enemy in the original game to having heat-seeking lasers in the Lego one, okay? And sometimes I just can't fucking see them coming for me. Venturing further into the cauldron, we would fight a variety of machines, jump through some parkour segments, and solve puzzles. Until we happened to stumble upon this fella. Its battle had 2 phases. One where we would charge up these lasers by tossing electric bombs at them to shoot it. Then we were deep in the pit with it for phase 2. I just had to keep breaking his ankles until he would fall and bash him in the head until it spit out the flower. We finished it. Climb every mountain. Complete thunder in the mountains. Another trophy, baby. Oh, what? Factory setting. Find and complete the first cauldron. Yes. Okay, sick. Returning back to Mother's Heart with the first flower, Elizabeth sends me on another wild goose chase, this time through the jungle for the second flower. But before I leave, I collect some studs and start buying some new yards and roofs because we need 20 of them for the trophy master builder. I love free serotonin points. Now, in chapter 1, our main enemies were the cultists kidnapping our tribe. Chapter 2, a freaking Thunderjaw steals the metal flower we needed. But in chapter 3, what's keeping us from our goal is a wall. It's a wall. The team hits it a little bit, is like, hey, this isn't working. I know what to do. Let's build our own sawtooth to break the wall. Okay, a little bit too dramatic, even for me, but sure. I was thinking we could use one of those exploding barrels laying around or the brake remover that destroys the machines, but that would be no fun. Maybe I'm digging into the logic of a children's game a little too much, but Bluey was a masterpiece of a platinum, so this game needs to step it the fuck up. I talk my shit, but chapter 3 got hard. Really hard. Oh god, immediately getting fucked, forgetting that I'm on the hardest difficulty for some godforsaken reason. I died quite a few times here, right at the beginning too. It was enough to get me to start questioning why I was doing this in the first place. I still don't know. Is it laughing? What's your dumb ass laughing for? That's why it's laughing. I hate that it says you can always change your difficulty options. The amount of enemies at one time, how much health each one has. There is shit flying all over this screen. You dare to get hit, half your health is gone minimum. I've already platinum Elden Ring. I don't need this shit. And every time you think you've done it, you've survived.
Want some more?
No! What did no, I don't! I don't want it more. A quarter of a heart. What does it mean? Do I want more? There's no healing here. I'm so sorry I left you without a trophy pop for this long. My dearest apologies. With how much I like to yap, it'll probably happen again. For the trophy toil and trouble, I have to find and complete 3 different cauldrons, and I come across my 3rd one while progressing through chapter 3. And not to toot my own horn, but I was kind of getting the hang of this baby game again.
Really?
Ow! Ow! What?
That passed me up.
I love lying on the internet. No, but tell me why I went into this with so much confidence, because I was like, oh, I fought a corruptor before, no biggie. When did it start doing that? After simply not running into enemy projectiles like I love to do, I beat the corruptor and pop this bad boy. Now this means all the sawtooth parts have been found. We can build it, break that forsaken wall, and get to the second flower. Ah, but not before we meet our first corrupted machine.
I'm about ready to call over.
No. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This is not good. This is not good. This is actually quite bad. This is actually the worst thing that could have happened. This is really scary. I'm really afraid. I didn't see the purple. I didn't see the purple. It hid behind his big ass body, dude. I'm so mad. Oh, I could have done that first try. After I didn't talk, didn't breathe, didn't blink for 4 minutes straight, just pure clenching and gaming. Die! Yes! Oh, dude. Chapter 3 is complete. Chapter 4 is all about getting the final flower and destroying all the polluters that are spreading the corruption to the machines. And it feels like at this point, I simply can never get hit again. Please! 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 During levels, there are usually little breaks where you meet a trader that will give you a choice between some gadgets or weapons to use, like making your spear ice, freezing enemies, or giving you a brick breaker to do some extra damage. I found the last gadget and weapon at the same time, popping the trophies, a rare tree, and all the toys for discovering them all. Speaking of discovery, I also found and completed a third tall neck for the trophy, walking with giants. For the trophy Yellow Brick Hoarder, I have to collect 50 golden bricks. Only 23 of these come from the story quests. The rest of them I had to get from completing tasks on the community board, like defeating enemies as a hot dog. Real challenging stuff. I just happened to get my 50th golden brick on the last level of chapter 4, popping the Yellow Brick Hoarder trophy and the Dune and Dusted trophy for finishing chapter 4. With the final flower found and the weapon built, it was time to take down the buried shadow. And the biggest challenge of this fight was to not let my eyes glaze over. This fight took me a full 10 minutes to complete because you have to dodge and dodge and dodge and dodge until it gets tired and overheats. Then you have time to damage one leg, maybe two if you're lucky. Do that over again until all 4 legs are down. Now you can finally do damage to its health. It'll get back up and then you dodge and dodge and dodge and dodge and yes!
I'm a Nora warrior. Not even my
yes!
mom could doubt me
I
now.
won first try! Let's go! Great evil vanquished, baby, but the job is not done. I have 5 more trophies to get before the platinum can be popped, and 2 of them are extremely annoying. With the extra studs I had left over after beating the story, I started buying up decorations. Let's start buying some more stuff because we need all the decorations. We need 75 of them for another trophy. Ah, there it is. Present Vaqr is very grateful for past Vaqr because they already completed 17 of the 20 community jobs from the board we needed for the trophy community service. These are the tasks I was talking about from before. They are really random. For example, the last 3 tasks I did was defeat 5 mini bosses, defeat 20 cultists as Sona, and beat 2 fair games. Yes, community service. Now here's where the problem comes in. There are 2 trophies that annoyed the fuck out of me. And you're asking, why Vaqr? It's just leveling your characters to max. That doesn't sound like a big deal. And at first it wasn't a red flag for me either, but this is the level of my characters at the end of the story. So I go check out a guide. If you have a second controller, remember you can play local co-op to level 2 characters simultaneously, thus cutting the XP grind in half. I wish I knew this earlier. You know what? It's okay. At least I know now. The issue though is that this guide is not for the hardest difficulty, because in order for my second character to gain XP, they need to stay alive, and that's simply not happening past 5 seconds of entering a fight. Okay, so whatever, I'll just have to spend extra time leveling each character on its own, it's fine. But once again, let me direct you to this guide that says 5 hours to level all your characters to max. This is what it looks like to fight on the easiest difficulty. So how much longer was it gonna take me to level these 4 characters? You can beat any easy level fight in like less than a minute, whereas some fights on hero difficulty take me up to 10 minutes for the same XP. I didn't really have to do the math to figure out that it was gonna be a shit ton of wasted time. So when I died to the excruciatingly long Deathbringer fight, I broke. I lowered the difficulty to story and plugged in a second controller. So much for happiness and childlike whimsy. Grinding this shit was so boring, I didn't even stream it because I didn't want to subject my chat to this. But after about an hour of doing it in the optimal way, I got Varl from level 18 to 20. The next thing I kill gives us this trophy. We finally get our first character to level 20. Okay, maybe a couple more things that I kill. Yes! Superhero, max level a character. Only 3 more to go. So I lied again. It was actually so boring I didn't want to go through it alone, so I forced my chat to go through it with me. To give me the serotonin boost I needed to get through that stream, I got in there and popped the trophy for getting 75 outfits and was on my way. I played the same level over and over and over again because there was literally no more new content after the Apex fights. So I yapped the night away with my chat, slowly but surely leveling each character until finally.
Another one for me.
Yes! super team! Level 20! Max leveled all characters! Every last one! Every last one! Why was this platinum as aggravating as it was? That max level trophy was so annoying. I'm so happy it's done.